Hello there and welcome to Corey Loses for a brand new playthrough in Fall of the Republic. This is a preview of our upcoming 1.0 build, and that build will be coming up on December 23rd. So we're going to have a lot of episodes coming fast for this. This is, much like our other playthroughs, being recorded live on Twitch, so I'm going to be doing my best to answer Twitch chat questions as we play. But we are going to play as the Republic on the medium Clone Wars map I think we're going to go to Era 4, because I haven't really done many late era campaigns, and I want to use like AT-APs and stuff, and start with everything unlocked. So we've got a bunch of new stuff for the mod. We haven't really shown too much in Fall of the Republic in 1.0. I haven't done a preview playthrough for a couple months. I think it was last time I did it when I was moving with the Outer Rim Sieges as the CIS. So there's a lot that's changed since then, and even if you're watching the New Republic playthrough that I'm doing in Thrawn's Revenge, a lot of the features are kind of the same, but there's been a fair bit more done here as well. So we're going to take a look at some new units, some new heroes, some new mechanics, if you haven't seen some of the other announcements, and see how they work in action. So we're on Admiral, Era 4, as the Republic, Clone Wars Medium, and let's go. Now, before we get started, one of the things that I do for these playthroughs is for people who are Twitch subs, including Amazon Prime subs, YouTube channel members, and patrons on Patreon, which is a voluntary subscription service, essentially, where you're able to support creators that you enjoy. I give those people the options to name a ship for the playthrough, which is what these guys are. So we have Poorly Acclimated, Cuckoo Kachu, Arquintans, and so on. So if you want more information on how that works, there's going to be a link in the description on the YouTube video. You can check out all the options and submit names there. If you're a Twitch sub or a YouTube channel member, there's a thread for that or a channel for that on the Discord. It's not a forum. I'm old. But yeah, so we are going to start by building some resources. First, we're going to turn on all the filters with one single button. That's all you need to do now is press one button. It saves so much time. But yeah, so I haven't set up the resources as much in the later eras. They're usually done for the starting eras. But we are going to be down, I think. I'll have to wait till week 2 to know for sure. But I think we're down like 30 of each. So we're going to get parts and farming on Humberine. On Corellia, we're gonna get just parts. On Rathana, we're gonna get parts. And on Geonosis, we're gonna get both. Actually, we'll just do food there. On Nelvon, we'll get just food. So if you haven't seen any of the recent news and stuff for the mod, these are basically resources that your planets will cost you as you expand. So it's basically a way to stop rushing being as effective. So if you're playing just a normal pace game, you probably won't ever really fall behind on them. But if you are rushing, you will probably start to get a little bit behind on them. So let's build our first of the patron units here. We have Arquintans pointing the way and run the gauntlet, but we have a few new heroes to look at here, 3 in particular, who have been requested pretty heavily for a while. We're starting to put in more of the clone trooper heroes, so right now we have Commander Cody, we have Captain Rex, and we have Fordo. So there'll be other clone commanders and commando heroes in the future, and they'll probably be turned into some more there'll be a different way to get them once those are in, rather than just always being an option. Let's see. I think we'll sell some of our actual units so we can afford to build some of the patron units. So here at Coruscant, let's get Poorly Acclimated, Cuckoo Kachu, at Kuwat, Need to actually click on planets to do anything with them. We are going to get stop airlocking Mikori. And I think we'll start pulling these guys together a little bit. I'd like to start spreading out some of the Jedi as well. Yes, I have low resources, I know. There's a button to turn those hints off, which is right here. I haven't actually tested it yet, so that'd be a good test. So we are down 30 there, 31, and we're down 30 there, 28. So we're gonna start potentially getting some unrest, but I think I'll be able to get out of that. Did those complete? Yeah, some of them completed already. So again, normally you'll start with them all set up, but I'm just going to spam a couple, make sure.
Building started.
Here.
So right now we're getting about -4 from the resources. Yeah, -4 influence, which means we're going to get unrest stacks. But once the once the resources are set up, we'll be back in the green, as long as it doesn't happen before all the planets revolt.
Our Quentin's here.
All right. So yeah, all the basic era starts have the resources set up, but I haven't touched the later era ones. So any planets that switch from the earlier eras have to be taken into account. So we should be a little bit higher now.
Construction
There we go.
complete.
Influence is higher. 144, we're good on food. And we just need one more of those guys. So that's fine.
Building started.
So we can start building up some
Beginning construction.
economic stuff.
There's nothing construction complete.
And then the unrest will go away. But again, you won't have to worry about that with the starts of your playthroughs. This is a me problem.
Construction complete.
All right. I don't think going for Hypori is going to be good for us right now. I think we'll go for Belgoroth. Or Barlock, not Belgoroth.
It won't be long now, sir. Of course, Your Highness.
Of course, Your Highness. Yeah, let's do this. We'll go for Belrock, and we'll use our clone heroes for that. Go to invade Duro. I should turn on...
Breaking comm silence. Orders received.
Tactical battle imminent.
I should turn on Cruel AI pretty soon. I'm just going to wait till we have our economy a little bit more sorted.
Choose your reinforcements.
And compared to the New Republic playthrough, you'll notice that Rhino has put the shipyards behind the defensive stations.
Starting my run.
We got some new acclimators. I don't think we've shown these in a playthrough. So Aceritzel did the model, Mr. Puerto Rican did the texture.
Blow something up. Looking on top. There's nothing we can
Alright, Pellion,
It won't be long now, sir. Engaging drive thrusters.
got a VSD.
Bearing set.
And actually, I don't think I've even done... Have I done a Republic playthrough since the new Architects? I don't think I have.
What is your
Alright. So yeah, your basic defensive stations, your main defense station takes the, what used to be the shipyard slot. You upgrade through your main defensive options, and then, like, you start with an XQ, you go to a goal in 1, into a goal in 2, into a goal in 3, into a Valaduja or Empress. In Fall of the Republic, we are working on stuff like the Valor and the Banking Clan ship. Or the Banking Clan defense platform. That'll take those slots in the future, but it wasn't reasonable to get them done for this release. So there's some anachronistic stuff there, but it works out a lot better for having the AI understand how to attack and having the go kill them. Having the bases not be cheesable by just jumping in, destroying the shipyard, and then that gets rid of all the other stuff too. If you destroy the main defensive structure, you'll still get rid of the other stuff that's built up if the basic level starbase is built back up. But that works out a lot better than when it was the weakest structure that you had to destroy. At least you have to destroy the strongest structure in orbit right now.
Yes, sir. Blasters charged. Sir, we've lost you on the sensors. We'll hold this position until you return. Give me a target.
Alright, they're leaving again. Leaving us behind. I don't know if this this background was included in the previous release. I think on the released build, it's still just showing the ICW one, the Throne's Revenge one. Because they've had unique, like mod unique ones for a while. It's just with the old way of how we had to put the mod together, it wasn't great, because image files especially would get lost with that. Alright, we got a lot of VSDs. I'm not super scared of this fleet. I'm a little bit, tiny bit scared of this fleet, but not super scared. Alright, Dallin, get in the back. And you guys pull up there. And these are new dreadnoughts as well. So, new dreadnought models.
Reporting.
I'm going to tell you to turn around a bit. You can stop there. Yeah, we got the full salvo ability. I think this is on a few things now, like the DP-20 as well. Yeah, that didn't have it before. So we are trying to put in new abilities where we can. We're especially trying to put in new abilities, as in abilities that we create. It's just that can be a bit difficult in Empire at War because you don't have as much control. So usually you have to use like some kind of ability as a shell for whatever it is you want to do.
Target at maximum range. Firing barrage.
Which is kind of like how boarding, for example, is done by turning on spoiler lock and then it runs a script. Alright, onto these guys, onto these guys. I think this is also, well, we saw the new providences in the CIS playthrough I did on Outer Rim Sieges, but still haven't played against it for a while. Freelancer Alpha is asking, will Order 66/65 determine whether you can still build the Mandators? No, the Mandators aren't limited by 66 and 65. That's still the stuff like the ISD spawns and everything. But there's also now a set of different heroes depending on which way you go. So there are some more differences. If you go the Order 65 route, you get some of the characters that you'd associate more with like the Rebellion. And if you go the Order 66 route, you get some of the characters that you'd associate more with the Empire. So we'll probably end up seeing some of those. Alright, you guys go kill the Recusant. As much as that pains me to say, We are killing a Recusant.
Primary engine system is down.
Missiles at the ready. I'm under attack. Ready for orders, Commander.
Our launch bay has been
Focusing
destroyed.
all firepower.
I may be slow, but I pack 'em.
Alright, we may lose Aiken,
Disabled. Target at maximum
because
firepower.
much as his name implies, he is hurting.
Give me a target. I have fighter support. Targeting computer
The
online.
torpedo launcher has been destroyed.
Ready to commence.
Alright, power to weapons if you haven't. We did lose one.
Turbo
Awaiting
lasers.
your orders, sir. We'll crush those scum. Moving to attack. Ready for attack.
Alright, here we go.
Target at maximum firepower.
Heading for attack coordinates.
And I think we can pretty safely go after the engines now.
Cannons charged. At your command.
You guys are still chasing down the Recusant.
Target at maximum.
As much as that makes me dislike you, I understand. We did lose a VST there.
Awaiting your orders, sir. Moving to attack. Ready for attack orders. Aye.
Alright. A few losses there. But such is life. Yeah, you run.
At your command.
You can leave. You can't leave.
Coordinates. Your orders, General. Good shooting, sir.
Focusing all firepower.
Little do they know. They're only getting a Recusant out of there. So we lost a CR-90, we lost an LAC. Lost some decent stuff. Alright, let's bring in Cody first. We've also got these ST6s from the models given to us by Phoenix Rising, led by Bob. So probably one of the least anticipated new units to come to Fall of the Republic ever. But hopefully I don't know if the support field base, we have those problems in the new Republic playthrough, but the field base is now something a bit more recognizable than just the bunker. So I won't build a support field base until like the first battle of next episode or something.
Construction complete.
Got all the markings on the clones for what their role is. And Cody. Cody's got some vision. So Fordo comes with a lat. We're not going to bring that in though. I think we're going to bring in the TAP, Anakin, and then some clones. We're kind of low on funds, so I won't do that.
One transmission from Master. Force is with us.
As much as I want vision. Here, you guys can do that. Help there. And oh, you already did it. Never mind. All right, fall back around this corner here.
There's one thing I hate more than bounty hunters.
And let's get some more clone troopers. It's the Clone Wars, so I'll use the troopers. Get a shot of Cody's armor. Yep. There's Mr. Commander Cody. Mr. Puerto Rican's doing all the clone model variations.
About to say that.
Doing a good job on those.
All right, soldier. Now go already. Fun.
Alright. Get up there more. Clones get up a little bit more. Alright, let's get Anakin around there. Come on back. And Cody, do we have your...
Y-wing squadron reporting.
Let's drop that there. Alright, we can start moving up towards this corner. So I'm going to send the AT-AP around there, and Cody, you can come in as well. Gotta keep an eye on Darth Vader. Because, crucially, Anakin and Darth Vader are the same person. If anyone tells you, actually they're different people, no. He doesn't get to absolve himself through that. That is some nonsense. Alright, clones, you're doing really good with the turrets, so you're going to keep doing that. Alright, Cody, you're leading an expedition to the sensor array. And you clones are going to go deal with those B2s with Anakin.
Under attack.
Now everyone else go up there. Don't get caught in his leg. You're fine. Clones in there. Answer Alpha says, what do you mean he doesn't get to absolve himself? Remember the Truce of Bakura? He demanded from Leia like a real child. Yeah, that was something else. So if you haven't read Truce of Bakura, it's set immediately after episode 6, and Anakin basically comes to Leia in a Force Vision thing, and he's like, your brother forgave me, why don't you? And it's just like incredibly whiny. And it's not how you get forgiveness. And later on it gets like they speak about it as if that's actually why Leia would forgive him, and it's like, huh. I've never had someone demand forgiveness of me and be like, you know what? That is pretty epic though. And just no. Giannis did do some new sound effects for the orbital bombardment, along with a bunch of other new voice lines and stuff.
You're not gonna like this. I know you somehow.
It's almost as if Anakin has always kind of been a terrible person. Shockingly. Like, I don't want to come in with takes that are too hot here, but...
Bombing run available.
Y-wing standing by.
Locking on.
Alright, you can get out of there. Do need to be a little bit careful with him. Alright, keep hitting that. And then we're going to send it after the AI turret. Alright, everyone else stay back. You need to kill that. and we're going to get another landing zone so that we can pull in Fordo in particular. We really need to kill this turret. But let's bring in Fordo. You know what? Let's bring in Cody as well, or
Destination is acknowledged.
Rex as well. Alright, now everyone can go forward. So here we go. We got Fordo's. We got the nice lat skin. We've got. Let's see. We got Rex. Yeah, the lighting on this map isn't great, so it's not really showing some of the team coloring as well. But it is there. Alright. This is just factory. Cody's on his solo mission to blow that up. Alright. You know what, just get back here until we have some more support for you.
I heard you were looking for a Jedi.
There we go.
Bombardment available.
So we got Barlock.
System conquered.
Where are we going next? Well, we're going for money next. That's what we really need.
Tactical battle imminent.
Humberine is under attack from a relatively large fleet. Got one of the new CIS units immune effects there. With the new low orbit model for Coruscant.
Our Quentin's here.
Well, Coruscant and other similar planets. Alright, this is a fight that we can't win. Believe it or not, even Thrawn can... Well, Thrawn basically did win that fight. I feel like we can win this. Well, shit.
The enemy is mine.
One of the things that I really want to work on in the next couple releases is the galactic level spacing of planets and just the overall visuals there. Because that kind of thing gets annoying.
Choose your reinforcements.
But it's really difficult to set up because there's so many planets that we have to take into account that can never overlap, and you only have one
Reinforcements.
you only have one view level.
Copy.
So there's a few things to look at here, which we'll get to in a second.
Moving out. Understood. Engaging drive thrusters. Reinforcements
Copy
canceled.
that, sir.
We have
Canceled.
Yes, sir.
Yularin with a new ability, which is this ability here. We have a new model for the droid control ship for the Lucrehulk.
Watch your flank. Got him.
It's a slightly more utility-oriented Lucrehulk. And we have the Open Circle Armada insignia, along with the red bridges on Yularin. So command vendors have the red bridges. And the way that this is eventually going to work is kind of like the Clone Legions. When you bring in a Venator after Yularin's already in the battle, then you'll get the Open Circle Armada insignia on those. That's not set up yet. It won't be set up for 1.0, but that's eventually how it's going to work.
We might be small. Are we back up?
Target acquired. Cannons loaded. It's taking
I'm not sure what the range exactly is on it, so I'm not going to...
How devious, my lord.
engines idling. Sir, all your squad
You've got
mates
the
have been destroyed.
I've got them in my sights.
Copy that. I'm out of control.
Coming back around for another run.
We're going to hold back on this for a second. Fighters, you're going to have to do that.
Weapons online.
Yes.
Everywhere. Let's blow something up. You've got the captain.
Our acquaintance here.
Alright, let's...
Sir, enemy starfighter. Air cruiser. Standing by. Choose your reinforcements.
We're on the move.
So let's use the SPHAT beam on Martuk as soon as we can.
We're receiving an urgent transmission. Fire at will. Battle stations. Fire at will.
So it's a good time for boosting defense. So we'll use defensive tactics there. We'll let him start getting towards the ability. The point where he can use the ability. And we're going to have to get the Senelor after killing Martuk.
Battle station. Missile destroyer reporting. Fire for maximum effect.
Standing by.
Alright. I'm going to tell the Architens to each hit a hangar.
We might be small. Are we back up?
All stations ready. Initiating combat protocol.
Excellent shot.
Getting a lock. They were looking
I
for
got one.
And, okay, let's switch our bombers over there now.
locking on.
Target at maximum
Enemies
firepower.
in range. Intercepting.
Fire at will.
Always, yes, sir.
Alright, get on in.
I'm on them.
Waiting command.
You guys are doing good on your hangars there.
Prepare for combat.
We're gonna go for the engines next.
Target locked.
Our acquaintance here.
This is the captain.
Can I pull you back at all?
Stations, my lord.
Come in.
Stay in formation.
Your orders, General? Yes, General. Yes, Commander.
And let's start switching over to this new one. Because we're only gonna need a couple ships on this Lucrehulk now.
Targeting enemy. Remember me. They won't escape.
But these circumstances call for
Chelsea remembers. Standing by.
Coming. Standing by. Enemies in range.
That, and then you can still get out of there.
fire at will.
Enemy forces. You've got an interceptor on your tail. I thought those were against the rule.
Fire at will.
Give me a target. Acquiring target.
I'm sure we're gonna get a bunch of complaints from people who think it is a super weapon and that it should be able to blow things up in one hit, but that isn't how that works.
Attacking target. Shields are at half power.
Go after the stragglers.
Stations ready. Under attack. Requesting air support.
Alright, drop that power. And... oh, they're not even going to try to retreat. We have an interdictor. Forgot it was an interdictor type and not the combat type. Let's see if we can get this Sun LOR, because this part of the Lucre Hulk isn't going to be as big of a threat to anything. We'll get you out as well.
We have a duty to the cause, to each other.
Our lasers are down.
The separatists have cut off our
They've
reinforcements.
destroyed our lasers. Our engines are out. This is the captain. Nominal status. Yes, sir. Battle station.
Rip. Lost a Venator.
Enemies incoming. Let's blow something up.
We're going to lose another Venator, though.
Regroup for another attack.
Ready yourself. Game but nice, did you?
You got the captain.
Now.
Air cruiser standing by. Reaching enemy hull.
Let's try to keep up the damage on this side before it gets to anything that'll mess us up too bad.
Our engines are destroyed, sir.
This is Admiral Yolanda. Fire at will.
We've lost our launch
The
deck.
shields.
All stations ready.
Pull you out.
Celebrate. Keep
They
firing.
took out our lasers.
Have been given advanced training.
We've lost the missile launcher.
We've actually got shields back on this guy.
I'll clear the water.
Your move, General.
Alright, we've got to engage the recusant as well. You fall out.
Me a target. Clearing the water.
So you guys can keep on the
Fire for maximum effect.
Good to see you, my
Lucre Hulk.
Primary drive system is down.
Primary engine
No! They got it.
commander.
Alright, this recusant needs to die.
Our troops have been given advanced training.
For the Chancellor. It's about
What's
to
your
blow.
plan?
We've cut
All
off the
ships,
enemy's
fire at
reinforcements.
will.
All you
Give
want.
me a target.
Alright, there we go.
Locking on target.
Shouldn't have bothered with the engines on the other one, because they were never going to be able to retreat anyways.
Roger that. Attack.
Don't let that try get away.
Aye. They're in our sights.
Your move, General.
Yes, Admiral.
Alright, decent wins so far.
Watch your flank. Got you on the comm. Locked on target.
Mines, repairs, they're not going in. Got you covered.
Captain here. Nominal status.
I'm not sorry.
Knock it off.
I like giving them a decent amount of time with the retreat going down, because
Cannons loaded.
you get increased damage against them. Just speeds things up a little bit. But we lost Stop Airlocking Me, Corey. That's unfortunate. I didn't realize that was one of the patrons.
Tactical battle imminent.
So we have General Kalani, a new hero. We have Loch Durd, an old hero, but I believe this is a new icon for him. But we're going to leave this here. Actually, no, I do want to save, so... I do want to save between the episodes. I don't want to stop an episode to save. I'm going to see if I can just let them retreat. If they'll choose to. Because Kalani has a new model, and if I can take the opportunity to kill him on ground, then I'd rather do that. But they may not retreat.
They're not so tough.
Yeah, I think they may not.
We've got our orders.
Because of the or because of the Pelta.
Standing by.
Jawas. Watch those blasters.
Yes, General.
Ready for takeoff. I've input the coordinates.
TIE squadron here. Course set.
Watch your flank.
One of the most common questions we get is why there are ties in some places. People think it's a bug, but the tie was originally made with under the Republic.
At the ready. Look out! On point. Let's go. Disperse. They're not so tough. Not so tough now. Keep going.
We've lost you on the sensors. We'll hold this position until you return.
Good to see you, my lord.
But these circumstances call for drastic measures.
They just don't learn, do they?
Alright. Some of the transports do some decent anti-fighter.
Remember your training. At least I'll go down fighting. Moving out.
At least compared to TR.
Head up, we know our enemy. They don't know us. They've no idea what's in store for them.
Holding position.
Alright, I think we do have to kill them all.
We're all set here, Commander.
They're coming in quick.
They know we have an interdictor.
Reinforcements are inbound.
Get behind them.
Battle is ours.
Rip. Yeah, auto-resolve could have worked there, but I don't want to risk losing anything in some weirdness in this fleet. This is like all of our important stuff. Alright, that's going to do it for... Oh, we have a bolstering support ability. We must gain some victories and publicize soon, or war support may drop. So we are going to need to take Sullust. But that's going to do it for our first episode here. Hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough so far in its first stages. We'll be back with some attacks on Sullust, Assault on Sullust, next episode. But yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone. We're going to try to get a bunch of these episodes out before the release date, which is December 23rd. So there will probably be more of these compared to the other playthroughs for the next little while. Either way, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the stuff for patrons if you want to get a name in the playthrough. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Hit the notification bell if you want to see the notifications when the episodes go live. We're going to record a few more episodes here on Twitch, but hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.